We made it. Huh? 4,126. Hello and welcome back everybody. Today I'm excited to share with you my adventure to Marrakech in Morocco, where my goal was to climb Mount Toubkal, which is the highest mountain in North Africa. Following my early flight from London Gatwick with my hiking group of friends, my adventure begins at our traditional Moroccan Airbnb. We were greeted by our warm and attentive house manager, who offers us a comforting cup of authentic Moroccan tea and a lovely delicious lunch. Are you sleeping there? We immediately feel at home in this beautifully preserved residence. Every room and every arch in this house tells you the story of the Moroccan craftsmanship. The decorative mosaics and the intricate woodworks are not only pleasing to the eye, but also serve as a reminder of Morocco's rich artistic traditions. Did you know that traditional Moroccan houses, often called riads, are designed with intricate courtyards to offer cool retreats from the desert heat? It's a perfect introduction to a blend of heritage and hospitality that defines Marrakech. We then venture to an authentic argan oil facility where we witness the traditional extraction process that has been practiced for centuries. Argan oil, often dubbed liquid gold, is renowned worldwide for its beauty and health benefits. Following our visit to the argan oil facility, we shift gears quite literally as we embark on a quad biking adventure. As we zoom across the edge of the desert, which is just outside Marrakech, the thrill is palpable. The quad bikes offer an exhilarating ride over sandy paths and rugged tracks, allowing us to experience firsthand the vast open landscape and the desert that is so characteristic of Morocco. Our next activity was the camel ride. Traditionally, camels have been a staple of desert travel and are deeply woven into the culture and fabric of Morocco. However, I must confess, I was not entirely comfortable with the treatment of camels during the ride. It left me with mixed emotions about the experience. To round off our day, we indulged in a sumptuous traditional Moroccan tagine for dinner. This slow-cooked stew, rich with aromatic spices, is paired with Moroccan music and a dazzling fire show. The performance not only entertains but also encapsulates the enchanting spirit of Marrakech, a city where every moment is a celebration of life and culture.
Drums beating to the pulse of the storm. Feel the fire burning deep in your soul. African sunshine bright in the sky. Colors of the wild painting a vibrant life. Ooh, yeah. Dance like the wind, let your body sway. Celebrate the spirit that will never fade away. Oh, we're dancing in the fire.
Here, in the heart of Marrakech, I find myself in the bustling main square. The market stalls are overflow with colourful wares, and the air is alive with the strains of live music from talented street entertainers. Amidst the vibrant chaos, snake charmers perform their age-old routines. There's even a chance to get up close with an impressive king cobras. As we wander further, we navigate the maze-like streets of the Medina. Every turn reveals vendors selling a myriad of items, from aromatic spices and fresh vegetables to exquisite leather goods and intricate metalwork. All while we carefully sidestep motorbikes whizzing past in the narrow passages, an everyday dance in this lively urban tapestry.
That one's.
Venturing deeper into the Medina, we find ourselves lost in the endless network of streets and alleys. Each pathway seems to lead to yet another hidden corner of history and culture, underscoring why the Medina of Marrakech is world renowned for its rich, almost labyrinthy complexity. As we wander the winding lanes of the Medina, there are subtle traces of the recent earthquake that struck exactly 1 year ago, on the 8th of September 2023. The earthquake was a powerful 6.8 magnitude, resulting in almost 3,000 tragic deaths, leaving extreme damage in its wake. Some buildings have been rebuilt, but some still remain in ruins. As our exploration of the Medina comes to a close, we embark on a 2-mile walk back to our traditional house. This journey requires navigating busy and at times perilous roads filled with cars, motorbikes and unyielding traffic. A stark contrast to the winding, historic alleys we just left behind. Our day's adventures continue as we join fellow travellers from Road, the company that has organised our Mount Toubkal expedition. This evening we convene at La Pergola, a charming restaurant nestled in the centre of the Medina. Over a delightful welcome meal, accompanied by excellent live music, we get to know each other and share our excitement for the Toubkal adventure that waits ahead. We spent 90 minutes on the minibus from Marrakech to a little village called Imlil. This is where our adventure truly began. We were briefed by our guide on the route. Then we loaded our overnight bags onto trusty mules and set off. The hike out of the village was immediately challenging, with unrelenting uphill climb following the gentle streams that remind you the mountain awaits with little time to relax.
I've got 2 pairs of socks.
That's really good.
Yeah,
me too as well.
Yeah.
Good idea to
Yeah,
make a little bar.
so versatile. It's quite cold, I think, even now.
There you go.
Taking a picture.
Take a picture.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, it's in a video.
Yeah.
It's a video.
Yeah.
Hello.
We passed the lovely waterfalls of Imlil and a myriad of modest stalls and shack-like shops offering snacks, water and refreshments.
Yeah.
Crossing over a flat river plain, we left behind the welcoming forest and entered into a rocky terrain where mules and fellow trekkers returning from the refuge passed us in the opposite direction.
Hello.
That bush.
Soon we reached the official entrance of Toubkal National Park. This is where we had our passports checked. This is no mere suggestion. Recent legislation following the tragic death of 2 young European women near Imlil has made the presence of guides a legal requirement. Such measures ensure that everyone on the mountain is accounted for and in full compliance with the law.
Yep.
We paused for lunch near the sacred White Rock and Temple, a welcome respite amid our ascent. The meal, which included what locals affectionately referred to as Moroccan whiskey, which is their robust version of Moroccan tea, included fresh bread, salad, fish, couscous, and it was both nourishing and delicious. After our break at the sacred shrine, we resumed our trek up the mountain towards the refuge.
Apologies, you know. And I just went up, that was it.
We continued past stone shacks where I made sure to buy bottled water. Staying well hydrated was essential. The presence of sheep and goats was plentiful, adding to the pastoral charm of the mountain.
You know, it's going to be amazing getting back to old Abdul. Yeah. Diving in.
A word of caution: when entering passing donkeys, it's wise to stay on the mountainside, as any sudden change in their direction could lead to a perilous tumble down the mountain.
Four.
As we climbed higher, the temperatures gradually began to drop. Despite this, we found ourselves in our shorts and t-shirt as the early stages of the trek remained warm. I could feel the altitude starting to take its toll. Every step was getting harder and harder, and I was feeling more and more out of breath.
His grandparents are my yeah, he's just like football,
We're heading that way.
very much to do. Wow, he's gonna go far.
Up there.
Yeah. I think it's like people.
Yeah.
What, in the refuge?
Yeah, so they're like rooms of plenty and
He's been saving all the energy for the last push.
So we've just reached 3,000 meters and we've got the refuge in sight. At 3,200.
Yeah.
Although the trail was demanding, the final stretch into the valley leading to the refuge levelled out considerably. Seeing the refuge was a welcome reward. It was a beacon signalling the end of a strenuous day and a promise of a refreshing shower and the relief of finally taking my boots off.
Right, see Rocky.
Seen
Summit of Mount Toubkal in sight. 4,170 meters. There we go. We made it. Thank you. Thank you.
You're my dude.
Brilliant. Well done, Alan. Well done.
That was rough.
Well done, guys. We made it.
Malibu,
Nice, good job.
That is amazing.
It's nice and chilled as well.
Yeah, you are. Smile.
Thank you, sir. I thought just before she drove up.
And that's a wrap. Well done, guys. Not even a smile in sight. Good job. 4,126. Good job. An early start at 3 AM meant I barely had enough sleep before grabbing a light breakfast and a much needed coffee. The ascent from the Toubkal Refuge at 3,200 metres to the summit at 4,167 metres was a formidable challenge. At these altitudes, even the simplest tasks, such as a trip to the toilet, felt like I was sprinting a marathon. The conditions were harsh, cold, dark, and the only guidance was my head torch to light my way as I placed one cautious foot in front of the other. At the summit, we shared a moment of celebration with a sip of rum, a small triumphant gesture to mock our achievement. We spent around 20 minutes at the top before we began the descent. In contrast to the uncertain darkness of the upward journey, the daylight offered a clearer view of the treacherous scree, although not without its challenges. I slipped several times, even breaking one of my hiking poles, but each setback was met with determination. I eventually returned to the refuge for a brief stop, a chance to enjoy a proper lunch, a drink, and to repack my overnight bags. Then, retracing my footsteps back to the village of Around, I embarked on a long unbroken trek. Although descending was less physically demanding than the climb, it was undeniably a long and arduous walk.
And then I tell her about doing this sort of thing.
What's going on? He's going to try and...
Oh, yeah, you got it? You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over there.
It's out there.
What, you want to go swimming?
Yeah, that'd be a night. Quite nice, wouldn't it?
Not now.
No?
Cold.
Yeah.
How will you get warm?
Starting my day at 3 AM, I finally reached the hotel at around 6 PM. It was a well-earned reward. There I enjoyed a refreshing shower, a well-deserved rest, dinner, yet another tagine, and finally a chance to sleep after such a monumental day.
Around. Oh, there you go.
After our memorable adventure on Mount Toubkal, we began our return journey. We found ourselves boarding in the back of a local van, complete with a couple of benches, undoubtedly part of the local taxi service. Once we got back to Imlil, we exchanged this for a more luxurious minibus, which carried us on a 90-minute drive back to Marrakech. Throughout the journey, spirits remained high as we reflected on our achievement of conquering the highest mountain in North Africa. Back in Marrakech, we took a break for lunch at a local barbecue restaurant, a refreshing change from the 6 or so tagines we've been eating throughout the trip.
Per kilo, that's about 8 kilos. Is that 6 kilos?
So it's inside.
Rack of ribs. Oh yeah.
After lunch, we ventured back into the bustling streets of the Medina to pick up some gifts to bring home, and then we experienced a thrilling tuk-tuk ride along the very busy roads, a little perilous but undeniably exciting.
I looked at the first one in the queue and it was tiny on one side and the other one there.
Drop my phone. Oh my
Today marked our last full day in Morocco, and we capped it off with a planned farewell meal and an evening desert dinner show. However, after so many tagines, the sight and taste of yet another became too much. Although it tasted great, it went down very slowly.
Spin it around.
The night concluded with a captivating fire show, bringing my amazing adventure in Morocco to a heartfelt close.